First up is this 1930 Plymouth, and yes, it has live, or not live plates, but they are in the system, so getting it back on the road again is not too difficult. But there she is there, and complete with all the wooden spoke wheels. When I get round here, we can have a wee check out. Look at that, guys, look at that, here you go. It's because it's got the old gear in it, quite nice inside. It's not a bad wee car actually. It does actually go, and I've actually driven it a few times in the past. But as usual, it's just sort of something I've got to try and get a bit more motivated and get some of this stuff flipping finished. Which, that wouldn't go along with Granddad's junk where nothing ever gets finished. But here she is here, lovely old girl. And got the wooden spoke wheels, I hope they can see it alright. And here's around the front of it. Oh, I had a light in the door coming in, but it's streaming in this. Here we go. Lovely old thing. She's actually a visual symphony, believe it or not. But she's pretty cool to drive. A bit rough already, but she's pretty cool. Needs a bit of tidying up and a bit of finishing. I have put it into 12 volt because it's a wee bit easier and cheaper getting 12 volt gear than 6 volt gear. And of course it starts a whole heap easier as well. So I'll do something with the running boards. I've got one here somewhere. I'm going to make another. I might get some timber cut. So I'll make a nice piece of native timber so it looks just lovely. I'll try and get without hitting that bloody camera lens. But the doors open up. Oh, they used to open up good. Oh, here we go. Haven't been out for a while. But there you go there. There's the floor sitting just here. There you go. The old push button start down the bottom there. So where are we? Where's that lever? There it is, up there. Here it is. You can see it there. Where are we? Which one lever? The lever here somewhere. There. Oh, I probably can't see it now. That bit of light lever for use your foot to start it. It's pretty cool. She's pretty cool, mate. She's pretty cool. But yeah, plenty of room in them. Pretty roomy car actually. Not much of a boot, but as you say, you don't even have a boot, but it's pretty room. Very, very comfortable car to actually drive and ride in. It's comfy as. So you can see here, you know, she's I know it's not perfect. I'm going to fix up this part of this piece up here. That gets a spare bit of guffing up there for it. Well, not a new bit, spare piece I had. Put some silicone or something to seal it a bit better because not much holds these flipping roofs on, I can tell you. But anyway, it's like me, I'm not been into having accidents, so not much of a worry. But no, it actually goes quite good, this car. It's quite tidy enough that, you know, but pretty much all original otherwise. Not much really been done to it. The guy I got her off, he had it for 45 years and I think he drove it 3 times in all that time. So I need to have driven it a whole lot more than that. But it's been about a year now since I've had this thing going. I've got to get off my lazy ass and get some of the stuff done. Which probably will never happen, but never mind. Stacks and stacks of parts here. Heaps of stuff. We've got motors, gear, but all sorts of stuff. Everything unbelievable. Spare wheels and seats and rims and there goes another one. Here's another 1930 Plymouth right there. Here's another one. Now this Plymouth here is interesting because this brown one here, I've never had it going, but everything's here. Pretty much all complete. But this one here does not have a water pump. It's an early 30. The green one has a water pump, so it must be the model 30U, and it's a later 30 in the same year. There's heaps of parts in here, radiators, all sorts of unbelievable stuff everywhere. Up here, of course, is 28 Dodge cowling. I think they're 28 Dodge. Are they 28 Dodge Guards? Can't remember now. But there's some over here. I think these here 28 Dodge guards here. I think that's what these are. I think that's what these all are. I think these are not the 28 Dodge stuff. So we've got here's 28. You know, 28. What's that door off? That's the Morris Oxford door, along with the bonnet, spare boot. You Yankees call them trunks, I think. We call them boots here. And bonnet, you'd call them hoods, we call them bonnets. Much the same thing. What's the difference in language? Pronunciation doesn't mean much. But there you go. So that car there is actually a complete car. But it's unbelievable. He can spare gearboxes and engines out of they are Morris Oxford ones. Out of the old green machine, spare ones. And down there's a Morris, oh, it's an Austin motor there. It's a later one though. Spare grill in there, tucked into all that pile of rubbish. That big box, chock full of stuff. It's there's stuff everywhere. And bit by bit I'm trying to get a couple of these things sorted out. So it's a bit tidier. Here's a spare Plymouth engine. Here's a spare Dodge motor. Now I think that's out of a 39 Dodge that I've got up the top shed. To spare one of them for that. And there's an earlier Dodge one. That's a Rosa V8 one there. Must be in here somewhere. In there somewhere. There'll be another motor in there. Ignore the stars and bars for those bit of rubbish I had, but never mind. I'm not really a redneck, but there you go. But it's friendly to pick up around the place. Now here's something else interesting for you guys. For all you Mopar madness people who love old Mopar stuff. Here, well, that crankshaft there is a Poly 318 crank. That's a Poly 318 block. That's a Poly 313 block. Over here, of course, are Poly engine parts. Cam and the rocker shafts are there. Heads are there. Distributors, nuts and bolts, all the gear. And we've got spare manifolds, exhaust manifolds right there, they go down there. Poly 2-barrel manifold, weighs half a ton being cast iron, but there's a starter motor down there. Manifolds, pistons in that drum there, and there's a container full of pistons and bits and pieces, so it's all in that 318 poly. Shift that thing. There go the heads, which are looking a wee bit surface rusty, just a wee bit of moisture. But there they go there. But these are in good nick. There'll be no problem giving them a clean up. This is something I really do want to get going. So I had the concrete floor the other week and put my engine stand on there so I can put that onto there. So I got everything here bar a gasket set to get this motor running. And so that'll be a project that I'll have on my channel at some point in time. But I'll endeavour to try and not take forever to do it, because it's I quite like them. They're a unique engine. They go okay. And of course, here in New Zealand, of course, very, very hard to find. They really are. And anything for them is bloody impossible. To get them shipped, a motor shipped from the States is about 6k. From a shipping company here, it's worth more than the damn motor's worth. You know what I mean? So that also makes it a bit difficult, because getting stuff from the US of A is quite expensive, because exchange rate of course is almost 2 to 1. So that's what makes doing up American cars and stuff a wee bit difficult for ones like myself who don't have a bottomless pit of money. So there you go. So I do everything on the budget, and this is what living off the grid's all about. It's all about doing things on the budget, being self-sufficient, and do wheels and deals and a few jobs here and there for some pocket money. That enables me to pick up a few bits and pieces here and there and it's cool. It actually brings you back to sort of a bit like a real life. I don't know what you call real life, I suppose, but this means that majority of people are in the same boat that I'm in. Love old cars, but as you know, you want to get into muscle cars. They've priced themselves out of the market for most people. You know, you want to get old Falcons or Valiants, especially Bathurst racing ones, that GTHOs, or even the GT Falcons are worth a fortune. Your Chargers, Monaros, your Holden Monaros and that of years ago, HTs, Ks, horrendous price. All your early Valiants, all horrendous price. And so it just makes it hard for people, and it's a sad reality, but there you have it. I picked up these two cars. I think we paid 12k for it, I think. Got them up here, the grey mouth up here. I've done a bit of work to it though. I've done all the brakes up in it and getting it going and that, and it's just a lovely old car. I love them. These 30 stuff, and the coolest cars in the world, that's my personal opinion, but there you have it. But yeah, here's another sunrise. Well, you can't see it now, can you? Don't know. Sun's getting a bit low in the sky. But yeah, got gear galore. And yet again, here we have it. Granddad's junk. But guess what? It's good junk. It's great junk. And I love it. And it's a bit of fun, and maybe just muck around and just have a good time, I suppose. And try and get something achieved somewhere in between. But there you go, guys. That's my shed that sits beside the house, which I had to extend to put all the stuff in. And being off the grid, of course, I've had to get some more solar panels and a bit more battery banks to supply that electricity for doing things, including lights, which isn't too bad, but summertime here, you see, days are all long. The panels are pumping out power, like more power than you can believe. A bit of control of a few months back, just couldn't take the power, and poof. So I had to go and spend about $1,000 and get a real good one, good controller, just to try and keep all that, power going through it. But as I say, the initial investment's quite high in the panels and battery banks and whatever else. But long term, it does pay for itself. No power bills, no line charge, a lot of line charges here. Got none of that. Got no water fees here because we have our own rainwater. We collect up the top shed up there. We have a sewage dissolved septic tank. We just have to get that sucked out every, I don't know, me and my wife here get sucked every 3 or 4 years or 5 years. And that's really about it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. So when any of you guys are into these 30s Chryslers, I hope you like it. Because guess what, brotherhood? The brothers. At some point shortly, I'm going to get this old girl fired up, and we'll take her for a ride, and you guys can come along too. Okay guys, take it easy, don't get too excited, and enjoy yourselves. Take care, bye bye.